What is happening, guys? Jahman here, back at it again with a new video. Hope you're doing well, hope you're safe and happy. Today, we're checking out the brand new Motorola Edge 70. And yes, Motorola finally removed the curved edges. This phone might just be one of the thinnest and lightest phones of 2025, and it comes in this beautiful Pantone, whatever that means, guys. Pantone Bronze Green color. And I have to say, even in the little monitor, it looks really cool. If you've been following my channel, you know I care about design, screen quality, and how tech performs in real life and not just on paper. So let's see if Motorola really nailed it this time. Inside the box, you get the usual things. The phone itself, a SIM ejector tool, a USB-C charging cable, and a protective case. I actually also got a couple of extra accessories too. So if you buy the phone early, you might score some free bonuses and discounts. And I got like a discount of like almost 400 euros and all these accessories, which is really cool. So go check out the Motorola website and yeah, order if you want. They also have different colors. I think it's like black grayish one and also a different type of green. Anyways, the first thing you'll say when you pick up this phone after unboxing is like, wow, it's so light. And it's kind of hard to translate that through the camera, but trust me, compared to an iPhone Pro Max, this feels like feather light, like really light, and it almost disappears in your hand. The design is sleek and elegant, and I personally love this bronze green color. It has that deep premium tone. Under certain lighting, you can also get a like subtle gold reflections around the camera rings, which I think is really cool. Motorola ditched the curved screen and went fully flat this year. I actually prefer this a lot more. So there's no more accidental touches and it's easier to apply a screen protector. You've got your power button, volume rockers, an AI shortcut button, more on that later, USB-C port and SIM tray, and as mentioned, it's incredibly thin, about 5.99 millimeters, roughly the thickness of 6 credit cards stacked together. Yet, it still manages to feel solid, thanks to the aluminum frame and textured matte back. It's also IP68 and IP69 rated, so dust and water shouldn't be a worry. And that military grade rating is called MIL-STD 810H rating. Military grade durability in a phone that weighs just around 159 grams. Crazy. Sick. Up front, we've got a 6.67 inch POLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate and 1.5K resolution. It's bright, crisp, and color accurate. Blacks are blacks. The narrow display makes it feel much more elegant as well. Peak brightness goes up to 4500 nits. So outdoor visibility is excellent, perfect for shooting B-rolls or checking photos under sunlight. Colors are punchy, contrast is excellent, but my only gripe, there's no always on display, which, you know, feels a little bit of a miss now in 2025, but don't worry about it too much, right? Audio is handled by stereo speakers with Dolby Atmos support. They get loud and the soundstage is nice and balanced. Not tinny or hollow like other ultra thin phones, and actually have dual speakers instead of just one. Now let's talk about specs. The Motorola Edge 70 comes with a Snapdragon Gen 4 processor paired with 12 gigs of RAM and 512 gigs of storage. It ships with Android 16 and Motorola promises 4 major OS updates and 6 years of security patches. In real-world use, translated, performance is smooth. Maybe not like top-tier, high-speed performance, but still, for normal people, apps open quickly. Animations are fluid and multitasking feels quite snappy. This isn't a flagship phone or flagship chip, so don't expect the same raw power as Snapdragon 8 Elite series, but for most people, it's more than enough. And I even did some light 4K video editing and gaming, and it didn't overheat or throttle at all. For daily use, scrolling, streaming, and photography, it's a buttery smooth experience, except for the camera where you like switch from 1x to 2x. Battery life is surprisingly good for such a thin phone. It has a 4800 mAh silicon carbon battery, which kept up with me for a full day during a city trip. I took photos, videos, used the GPS, and the phone handled it all. I still had some juice left at night. The cool thing is, charging is really fast. 68 watts wired charging tops the phone in about roughly 40 minutes or so. And it also has 50-watt wireless charging, but there is no MagSafe style attachment. And anyways, for most people, that's fine. And overall, battery and charging are a strong point. Now let's talk about cameras. It looks like there are 4 cameras, right? Or 4 lenses, but in reality, there are just 2 main cameras. A 50 megapixel main sensor with OIS, optical image stabilization that is, a 50 megapixel ultra wide with wide lens that also handles macro shots. And then we've got a flash and some sort of light sensor to round out that design. Photos in good light, sharp and vibrant. It looks really good. Like colors pop, and the way it's processing almost feels like a Xiaomi or Chinese phone type of processing, you know what I mean? Low light, it softens a bit and the dynamic range could use more punch, but for a mid-range phone, it's usable, it's decent, it's good. Not as good as the flagship, but still, for that range, is good. Video is also really decent, up to 4K, stabilization works well for handheld clips or vlogging. And Motorola also includes dual capture mode. You can record with both front and rear cameras simultaneously, which is really fun for vlogs or reaction shots. The 50 megapixel selfie camera is solid too, sharp, natural skin tones when lighting is good. It also features a pro mode, some slow motion and all the extras, but you know, not sure if people really use that part, but it's there. Connectivity and extras, so let's talk about those things. You get dual SIM support, which is great for travel, USB-C 3.1, Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 5.3, NFC, all standard of course, and Motorola's ready for mode is still here as well, which is basically like Bixby, I believe, from Samsung. You can plug it into a monitor and use it like a mini computer, which I didn't do because I don't like using the phone as a computer. Anyways, we also get the AI button, right? Which I brought up with me in the intro. And this brings up Motorola's Moto AI Assistant. It can summarize articles, transcribe notes, adjust settings automatically, and it's quite handy for productivity or creator workflows. But will you really use it? Well, maybe, but it's a bit gimmicky. Pricing. It starts around 799 euros depending on the region. It may not be released in the US yet, so check availability wherever you are in this world. It competes with Galaxy A series or the Nothing Phone 3. It's positioned as a premium mid-ranger and not a flagship killer, but with design, display, and experience, it punches above its class. Overall, I have to say guys, the Motorola Edge 70 is really solid. It balances performance, display, quality, and battery life inside one of the thinnest design of this year. I'm honestly surprised Motorola isn't marketing this harder. It does so many things well, but maybe the slightly higher price keeps it under the radar. Anyways, if you value a super light ultra thin phone, a flat vibrant screen, a unique but subtle color, then the Motorola Edge 70, in this color scheme at least, might be the phone for you. Alright guys, that wraps up my review of the Motorola Edge 70 in this Pantone Bronze Green. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like, subscribe, and comment below. Would you use this as your main phone or as a travel creator phone? I don't know, or just as a fashion statement piece. I don't know. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, keep creating, and I'll see you in the next one. As always, stay safe, stay happy. Good luck.